everybody who's watching me live today. I know a lot of us are getting ready for stuff, so might be watching this later, tomorrow, something like that. But either way, I hope you're having a lovely day when you're watching this, and thanks for spending your Thanksgiving with me, or your day after Thanksgiving, whatever it may be. So we've got Just Flow today. We're gonna focus on some Turkish get-ups for fun, and if you wanna have extra fun, you can call them turkey get-ups today. But first, before we do any of that, I'd like to say for anybody who's new taking this class for the first time, we're going to be taking a little more time than usual going over the basics just a little bit to kind of build a foundation in case you haven't done flow before. So for my people who take this class every week, it might be a little bit of review, but remember that review is always a valuable time to hone in your skills and get a little bit more into your practice. So whether you're new or coming back, hopefully we can all take away something from today's class. So let's begin coming down to the mat. We're going to start warming up our shoulders first with kettlebells. It's really important to warm up those shoulders because we do have a lot of force going on the shoulders when we're swinging our kettlebells and such. So come down to your elbows. You're going to reach one arm forward like you're going to shake somebody's hand, and then reach it back towards your hips. Keep your hips down on the ground, so we're getting a good stretch through the upper back. Roll your shoulder open. And then bring it back forward, shaking the hand again. And then we're going to reach back on the other side. Reach forward and back. Oh, I got a nice release out of that one. We're going to do 10 of these. So here's 3 and 4 and 5. Last 5. Think about taking a nice deep breath in as you reach. Exhale as you come back down. Last 3 and 2. And we're going to do one more. And back down. You can take it down to the elbows, resting your head on your elbows, and you can go ahead and go face down so you can hear me. I'm just going to hold my head up while I explain these. You're going to do a scorpion roll. So kick up one foot. You want to keep your hip pressed down into the mat, but lift up your thigh and your knee. And then you can start to lift up the hip, and keeping your shoulders down on the ground, you're going to reach over with that foot. And then slowly on the way back down, same thing, we want to make sure that we're touching our hip first, but still keeping the thigh up, then release the thigh, then the foot back down. And we'll do the other side, same thing, kick it up, lift the thigh, but keep the hip on the ground, and then peel that hip up and off as you reach over. And slowly back down, squeeze your glute to keep control of the leg, hip touches first, then thigh, then foot. That's 2. We're going to do 10 with this one. You can start nice and slow, and as you feel more warmed up with this movement, take it a little bit faster. That's 3. And again, big inhale when you reach, exhale as you roll back. 4. 5, and last 5. 4, and start to go a little smoother. 3, tap, roll. 2, and 1, and bring it back in. Dig your toes and your knees in. Pull the hands back to the shoulders. You're going to push back on your knees, stretching those shoulders, and then you can sit back to your heels, bringing the hands up underneath the shoulders. From here, we're going to take it into a kneeling open rotation. So we'll put our hand on the back of our head, touch the elbows together, breathe in, inhale, As you open up, look at the ceiling. We're gonna do 5. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then switch sides. And we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing both hands back down underneath the shoulders. We're gonna take a cat-cow, staying in our kneeling position, which is gonna allow us to isolate our upper T-spine. That's all that upper back. Breathe in as you push into cat. Exhale as you squeeze into cow. We're gonna do 3 more. And 2. Last one, 3. And with that, into a neutral spine. Come up into quadruped position. That's hands and knees, with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Shift your weight to one leg, and then you're gonna lift the other one up. Stretch that leg out. Nice straight foot, plant it down on the ground. Keep the back nice and straight as we rock back. We want to avoid rounding our spine as we scoot back. Keep it nice and flat. And we're gonna rock for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that stretch in the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to neutral. Turn your toe so it's pointed, and we're gonna lift up this leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can bring that knee back in. Shifting to the other side now. You're gonna lift the leg up, out to the side, place it down flat on the ground, and we're gonna rock back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold in the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come up to the middle, point the toe, and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg back in, staying in your quadruped position, digging the toes, push up and back into your downward dog. Walk out those heels, stretch out the hamstrings, get the legs nice and straight. Relax the head. We're gonna take one leg up into a 3-legged dog. Keep the hips level. Bring the knee into the chest and plant that foot between your hands for a low lunge. We're gonna open up that same side. You step your left leg forward, you open up your left leg. Step your right leg forward, you open up your right leg. Open up, reach for the ceiling, and then bring it back down. Touch your elbows together. We're gonna do 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Both hands on either side of the foot. You're gonna push back, straighten out both legs, stretch that front hamstring. And relax, soften the knee. You're gonna send that leg back into your downward dog again. And we're gonna go on the other side, 3-legged dog. Bring that leg forward, planting the feet between the hands up at the top. And we're gonna open up for 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Both hands to the mat, push back through that hamstring, through that front foot, stretch the hamstring, legs nice and straight, or as straight as you can get them. And we're gonna soften that leg up, send it back into downward dog. Stretch it out one last time. And you can bring it down to the floor. Let's grab our kettlebell for our first warm-up shoulder prep move. This is a great move if you're going to do any kettlebell work, especially if you're going to do something halos or rotation, anything that's going to involve your shoulders a good bit. This is a great way to warm up your shoulders. So you want a medium or smaller weight, especially if you're doing this for the first time. This is an arm bar, and it might take you by surprise. It looks very simple, but there's a little bit of skill involved. So what we're going to do is lay down on our mat, face up. You're going to have your kettlebell and your leg up on the same side. So I'm going to load my kettlebell up over my shoulder, nice straight arm, and since I have it on my right side, I'm going to have my right foot on the floor. My left arm, I'm going to kind of reach up and lay it down about a 45-degree angle next to me, so I have some room to roll over. If I put it down by my side, I'm going to roll on top of my arm. So let's get it out of the way. So I'm pushing through this foot, and I'm pushing the kettlebell up into the ceiling as I roll over all the way onto my side. So what you should see is that the kettlebell stays in place. It's not wobbling around. I'm not throwing it back. And I'll show you from the front angle as well. So as I turn and I push it to the side, I want to make sure my shoulder's not rolled forward. I want to make sure my shoulder's rolling back, so I have space. I can look to the side if I want to. We're going to do 8 of these. So if you've been practicing, here we go. We're going to roll to the side, let the shoulder roll onto our back side, and then slowly roll back. And 2. 3. You want to feel core and shoulder working. 4, halfway, last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that kettlebell down, roll it over your body, switch sides. So I'm going to have that arm up, switch my leg as well. When I switch my weight, have the other arm up so I don't roll onto my arm and it traps me. I'm going to push through my foot, roll to the side, shoulder rolls back and back down. 2 and 3, 4, last 4. 3, 2, and last 1. Excellent. So just take a quick break here. We're going to switch sides. We're going to do one more round of 8 on each side with just this plain arm bar, and then we're going to start spicing it up and working this into some Turkish get-up prep. Let's switch back to our first side now. Kettlebells up. Have your arm up, about 45-degree angle, closer to your ear. And you're going to push and roll all the way over onto your side, nice and slow back. 2, 3, 4, halfway, last 4. Focus on keeping your shoulder away from your ear. And last 3. 2 more. And 1 more, last 1. Good, let's bring that kettlebell down, switch sides. Remember to switch legs when you switch your weight. And last 8 of these arm bars, nice and slow when you roll back. 2, 3, 4. That's halfway, last 4. 2 more. back too fast. Last one, nice and slow. All right, so go ahead, rest. I'm gonna show you our next move. We're gonna take that arm bar and then take it up into a half get up. All we're gonna do is take this roll over into a sit up position. So I've got my bell, and I start with my arm bar where I roll onto my side. Now when I roll onto my side, right, I have my hand here, hand pressing down into the ground at that 45-degree angle. I can press up onto my elbow. From here, pushing myself off my hand and my elbow, I'm gonna sit myself up tall. Use your abs to draw yourself up into a sit-up. And I should be in this nice little sit-up with my weight up overhead. And then nice and slow, you're gonna slide this hand out, nice and light. Use your ab muscles to control your sit-up back onto your elbow, back onto your side, and roll back to your start. We're gonna be doing 4 each side. So it looks like roll to the side, and watch this foot as well. So when you're rolling to the side, you don't want this to come up. Keep going just like your arm bar. Push yourself over onto your elbow. Push off your elbow onto your hand. Use your core muscles, sit up and slide that hand close. And then slide it back out, down to your elbow, onto your side, and back to the start. Let's do 4 on each side. Have your kettlebell ready. If you are practicing, great. Go ahead, switch sides. If you're practicing on one side, start on the other side now. And here we go with 4. Starting with our roll. Push from the elbow to the hand. Slide that hand close to the butt. Sit nice and tall. And then reverse. Slide it down. Elbow, arm, roll back to the floor. Roll, elbow pushes. Slide it up. 2. And back down. And roll back. Roll, elbow pushes, hand slides, sit tall, and slide it out to the elbow, out to the side. We got 1 more. Roll, elbow pushes, slide the hand up, and back down, elbow, and rolling back. Let's do this on the other side, and I'll stay here so you can see what it looks like on this side as well. So, starting off, rolling to the side, from my elbow, push my elbow into the ground, slide my hand close to my butt as I sit tall, slide it back, and this foot also can stay in the ground. That's there to help you. Slide it out, down to your elbow, and onto your side, roll back to the start. 2, up onto the elbow, slide it up, and back down, elbow, and 3, back to the elbow, last one, roll to the side, push, slide, and down. So we're gonna rest 20 seconds. We're gonna do another set of 4 on each side for that same arm bar to half get up. I'm just gonna check on my stream health here. Looking good, excellent connection, like that. So let's get ready. We're gonna do another set of that arm bar to half get up. Here I go. So just like my arm bar, I have a foot up on the same side of my kettlebell. I'm gonna roll to the side, onto my elbow, push as I slide up to this nice tall seated position, and slide it back out to my elbow, and back to the ground. Roll, press, lift, and back down, and to the side. And we're going to switch sides. Last 4. Roll it to the side, elbow, slide it up, and back down, and to 1. Roll, press, slide, and slide, whoop, and roll, 3, boom, and up, and down, elbow, and roll, last one, and slide it back down, all the way to the ground. Excellent. Bring those kettlebells down. We've got 3 sets next of some strength exercises that are going to help with your Turkish get-up. So these will help make your Turkish get-ups stronger. If it's something that you want to work on, these will be great exercises for you to practice. First one is going to be our half kneeling windmill. We're going to start in a half kneeling position, which means 1 knee up, 1 knee down. On the side that I have my knee up, I'm going to go ahead and load my kettlebell on that front knee side and press it up overhead. From here, I'm going to shift my hips to the side, keep my core nice and straight, and reach down to the floor next to me. And see how I keep my side a nice straight line? I don't want to be bending, okay? This is all about shifting your hips to the side. And then we're going to press it back up. Let's do 6. Keep your eyes on your weight. And think about letting that shoulder slide onto your back, just like that arm bar, okay? Very similar here. 3, 4, and 2 more. 5, 6. You can bring the weight down. When you switch your knee, you're going to switch the weight. And here we go again. Pressing it up, slide the hips to the side, reach to the floor right next to your leg, and up for 2, and 3. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring that weight down. We're going to stand up. We're going to practice our getting up and down off the ground. Very important for our get up. Have a front rack for your kettlebell, which doesn't mean elbows up. It means elbows down. You're holding this kettlebell like it's part of your body. We're going to step back, reverse lunge on the opposite foot. So I have my kettlebell on my right side. That means I'm going to step back my left foot down to the ground. I'm going to kneel, bring my weight down, take it up on the other side, step the other leg forward and up. Then reverse, kneeling, weight down, weight up, step that opposite leg now. So my leg, I'm always loading the leg on the side of the kettlebell, all right? So let's all go together for 10 reps. That's going to be 5 each side. Let's start with 1. Our standing position, kettlebell loaded, step back that opposite leg, and kneel. Down, kettlebell, up, leg forward on the kettlebell side, and 2. Switch, switch legs, that's 3. Switch the kettlebell, switch legs, that's 4. And step it back, switch, and up. Halfway, that's 5. Switch kettlebell, switch leg, 6. Switch, switch, 7. And last 3. And 2. 1 more. And go ahead, rest that kettlebell. We're going to take a break, and we have 2 more rounds of this exercise. Or these 2 exercises rather, right? So we're going to start with that half kneeling windmill again. All right, let's take it down, half kneeling. Kettlebell up on your forward knee side. You're gonna reach it down and up. 2, 3, 4, 2 more. Excellent. Switch your knees, switch sides, and press it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 6, and let's bring it up. So we're gonna step it back, have it on my left side, step back my right leg, down to the knees, switch sides, and up. 2, down and down. Switch sides, up, 3, down, down, switch sides, and 4. And switch, 5, and last 5. Three more. Last 2. Last 1. And up, down, and kettlebell down. 20 seconds to rest. One last round for these 2 exercises, and then we're going to do it the full turkey get up. So if you've never done a Turkish get up before, hopefully this will be an exciting day for you. And if you have done Turkish get ups and you're curious about how to get stronger to do heavier get ups, practice all these moves we've been doing with heavier bells. If you want to do it with a Turkish get up, you should be able to do it with most of these moves, because all of these moves are in the Turkish get up. So here we go. Half kneeling windmill, and last 6 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Last time, last side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. And let's bring it up now. It's time to step it back. Reverse, down, switch, and up. 2. That's 3. 4. 5, halfway, last 5. 4. 3. Oh, I switched my leg. 2 more. And last 1. All right. Kettlebells down, it's time for the big moment. So, everything we've done up to now, all of that combined, put together, is gonna make our Turkish get up, or turkey get up, as we're calling it today. So we're gonna start with our arm bar. And just watch me for the first steps. We'll go through together for the second one, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do one on each side, and we've got a little swing work also to practice for our final flow. So here I am, arm bar, roll to the side, elbow, all the way up into that half get up. Now this is going to be the new part. From here, I've got 2 feet and a hand on the ground and a kettlebell in the air. I'm going to push my hips up into a glute bridge, and that long extended leg, I'm going to slide it back so my hand, or so my knee is underneath. Now this should look familiar. We just did some windmills. So from here, you're going to windmill up to half kneeling. You can straighten it out, and again, this should look familiar. We're going to come up into standing. Step the same leg back, windmill to the ground. You're going to kick your kneeling leg out in front of you, sit your hips on the ground, and here we are, the tall seated. You already know how to get down from there. Slide the hand out to the elbow, slide the arm out to the side, and roll it back. Fabulous. So now let's all go through together our steps. Start with our arm bar, up into our tall seated position. Push through your hand and your foot flat on the ground and raise your hips up. Slide your leg underneath and come up into your windmill. Now straighten out, step up, step back down, half kneeling windmill again. Take that leg, the knee on the ground, you're going to kick it out, sit your butt down on the ground, slide your hand out, and roll back. So let's stay on this side. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to do the other side for 3. So roll to the side, and sit tall, pop your hips up, slide that straight leg underneath, half kneeling windmill, and standing up. Take it back down, half kneeling windmill, kick that knee out in front of you, drop your hips and slide it out. 1 more, okay? Then we're gonna switch sides and move on. Roll to the side, slide it up, hips pop, slide that knee underneath, all the way up to standing. Take it back down, half kneeling windmill, kick that leg out in front, drop the hips, slide out to your elbow, and roll back. So now we're going to do 3 on the other side. You're going to need to switch your arms and switch the leg, just like with the arm bar. Here we go. Start with rolling to the side, arm bar to the elbow, slide it up nice and tall, push through your hand and this foot flat on the ground, pop your hips up, slide that knee underneath your body, half kneeling windmill, and come up into standing. Step it back, half kneeling windmill to the ground, kick that knee underneath out in front, drop those hips, and slide it out to your elbow, and back down to the ground. And roll to the side, slide the hands up, pop the hips, knee underneath, half kneeling windmill to standing. Stand it up and step it back. Half kneeling windmill to the side, kick your leg through, drop your hips, slide the hand out. We're going to do 1 more on this side. Start with your arm bar, roll, elbow, sit tall, pop your hips, leg goes underneath, half kneeling windmill to standing, up, and back down, hand to the ground, half kneeling windmill, drop the hip, slide it out to your elbow, and back down to the ground. You can rest. All right, so hopefully all that prep work we did helped that feel fun for you and not so complicated. And hopefully you can practice this more and get really good at it. We're going to do one more set after this next exercise where we do our get up and then follow it up with another power move. But for now, we're going to cover our swings. It's going to be part of our flow today. So we just want to make sure we're starting to gear up that power. So have 1 kettlebell for our swings. You want to keep your legs as close together as you can without hitting your knees, of course. Keep that kettlebell high up close to your crotch. We don't want to let the kettlebell drop down below the knees. We're keeping the chest upright and just popping our hips. So I don't want to chase that kettlebell down with my upper body, okay? Just upper body. Chest stays up, and we're just moving our hips. Hips back, pop. And what we want to do, find your little swing with one, and we're going to trade up at the top, switch sides, just like that. So let's get started in 3, 2, we're going to do 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the chest up. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that kettlebell down to the ground. We're going to take a little break. 30 seconds. We're going to do another set of 3 each side for our turkey get up, and then go back. In our next round, we're going to bring in some cleans and learn how to do a clean really quick. And then we've got our flow. Let's come down to the ground for those Turkish get-ups. Here we go. You know where to start. It's arm bar, roll over to the elbows, slide the hands, pop those hips, and half kneeling windmill to standing. Take it back down, half kneeling windmill, kick that leg out, drop the hips, and slide back to your elbow, back to the ground, and pop the hips, slide the knee under, half kneeling windmill to standing, back down, half kneeling windmill, kick it through, drop the hips, slide it out, roll back, one more, last one on this side, elbow, slide it, lift it, tuck it, and stand it all up, take it back down, half kneeling windmill, hips stay up, then pop them down. Slide out to the elbow and down. We're going to switch sides. All right, last 3 get-ups here. Roll to the side, elbow up, pop the hip, straight leg goes under, and standing up. 2. Well, that's still 1. But here we go. Get ready for 2. I'm getting so excited. Here's 2. Roll to the side, arm bar, tall sit, hips up, and up. Back down, kick through, slide it out. Last 1. Hips up, all the way up to standing, and finish that get up, half kneeling windmill. Kick it through, down to the elbow. All right, let's come up to standing. So this time we're going to be doing 1 swing, 1 clean. We're just going to do 10. So a swing and a clean are very similar. My swing, I let my weight go out, free fall, okay, out in front of me. For my clean, this hip motion stays the same, but instead of letting my arm, just let it go out in that arc, and you can either do tight bent elbow or long arm, but we're going to pull it up. So it's going to go very close to my body. If you look from the side, the swing goes out, the clean goes right up, nice and close. The trick is to use the power from your hips, pull it like a lawnmower. When it gets up here, you roll yourself underneath. So the belly's not flipping up and over, but it's coming nestled in. You see that? It's like part of my body. Just rolls around, tucks into that little spot. So we're gonna do 10 of these where we go 1 swing, up, clean, swing, switch, clean, swing, switch, clean, and so on, so on. 10 reps. Are you ready? Start with your swing, out, pull it up, and swing, switch, pull it up. 2, swing, switch, 3, swing, switch, 4, swing, switch, 5, last 5, let's go. Clean, down, switch, clean, down, switch, up to clean, good, last 2, and 1, and done. So hopefully you're able to feel how that kind of gets into a rhythm there. We want to be harnessing that for our flow. So here comes our flow. It's 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 rotational thruster into a front rack curtsy lunge. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, I'll show you. So we've got our swing clean like we just did. 1 swing, 1 clean. When I get it to my shoulder here, I'm doing a little pop, pushing it up, but at the same time, I'm pivoting like this. So altogether it looks like swing, clean, drop, pop to the side. When I come back, kettlebell comes back down to the shoulder. I'm going to step that kettlebell leg back into a curtsy lunge, swing, switch. One more time, just on this side. Swing, clean, pop to the side, bring it down, step back. Swing, switch, clean, drop, pop to the side, and curtsy. How's that all look? Sound good? What we're going to do is 1 minute of work. I'll call out for this whole round. We're doing 4 rounds total. So we're going to do 60 seconds of work. I will call out for the first one the whole round. I'll say what we're doing when. The second round, I'm going to call out for the first 30 seconds. The third round, I'm just going to call out 1 each side. And the fourth round, we're just going to flow. So calling out means I'm going to say what we're doing. I want you to get a feel for the flow so you don't need to hear me do it or see me do it. And that's the real magic with kettlebell flows, when you and your kettlebell can just move together and you're feeling it rather than thinking about it. We're going to start on our swings. 3, 2, 1. 1 swing, 1 clean. Drop, press to the side, bring it back down to the shoulder, step into your curtsy lunge. Come up, swing, switch to clean. Drop, pop to the side, drop, curtsy lunge. Swing, switch, clean, drop, rotational press, into your curtsy lunge. Swing, switch, clean, drop, press, and twist. Curtsy lunge. Feel that twist, clean, drop, press, twist. Swing to switch. Clean, press to the side, come back, curtsy lunge. Last 10 seconds. Swing, clean, drop, press to the side, come back, curtsy lunge. 3, 2, and resting. We've got 30 seconds to rest between this and the next round. So, take your rest, let it process. Next round, I'm just going to call it the first 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, I want you to try and go at it on your own. You can always look, see where I'm at if you get lost. Are we ready for our second round? 1 minute begins. 3, 2, swing, and clean. Rotational press to the side, drop into your curtsy lunge, swing, switch, clean, rotational, up, down, to the side, swing, switch, clean, and press to the side, curtsy lunge, swing, switch, clean, press to the side, curtsy lunge. You're on your own. Let's flow. and bring it down to a rest. 30 seconds for our next round. I'm just going to call out one on each side. That means one of each move on the left, one of each move on the right. Then we're going to flow on our own. Hopefully you're feeling good. Just 2 more rounds of flow. And we're going to go enjoy our turkey day. Here we go. Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1 time each side. Swing, clean, rotational thruster, down, curtsy, lunge, swing, switch, clean, and press. Over to the side, curtsy, lunge, just flow. Boom. See if you can feel that music. You got 25 seconds. And 3, 2, come on down, rest. We got one last round. Have your water. We're gonna flow. And then I hope everybody has a great weekend. Are we ready? Last flow to freedom. Here we go. I'll just get us started with 1 time, 1 side. All right. Let's get ready. And 3, 2, let's go. Swing, clean, press, curtsy, all on your own. Let's go. It's fun. Enjoy it. Move with your bell. Halfway, 30 seconds. Last 10. And 3, 2. Bring those kettlebells down. Excellent. Thanks for sticking with me. Class was a little bit longer today than usual because we had some explaining to do with some of our newer folks, newer moves. I hope you liked it. And no cool down today. If you want to cool down, go ahead, scroll back to the beginning warm-up, go through that again. Or I'd highly recommend today. It's beautiful. Go outside, take a nice long walk. Anyway, I have to get to baking some pies. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week.